Welcome to Antarctica. So great to see everybody. Uh, Super excited that we're live streaming from Antarctica, but more importantly, it is midnight where we are at, right outside of Union Glacier. And so the question is, obviously everyone can see that it is super bright behind me. So the question is the sun still up at midnight, or is this a coffee cup caustic or a reflection off the dome? So before I give you the answer, I want to tell everybody about today. Today was a very emotional day for me. This is something I've been working on for over a year. And when I woke up this morning, I knew today was finally the day that we were going to fly to Antarctica. And it's been a year of overcoming adversity, just having people tell me things that we weren't going to be able to do and just trying to make it happen. So I've been thinking through all of the things that I was told over the last year. And, the first one I think was that we would not actually go to Antarctica. And here we are in Antarctica. Some people tried to say that whatever we were going to do in December was already filmed somewhere else in the world, and this will just be a recording. So I will go ahead and interact with your comments. I'm going to do my best with these glasses on. I can't remove them. The snow blindness is very, very real. It is very, very white out here. M2M Daylight, just saw your comment. Thanks for all your support this last year on X. But anyway, yeah, if you have thoughts you want to share or questions, just go ahead and put them into the chat and I will interact with you to just show that this is live. So I was told we wouldn't make it to Antarctica. Here we are. I was told that the trip would be canceled, and it was not canceled. I was told that we would only be able to go to the coast of Antarctica. We wouldn't be able to go to the interior. We wouldn't be able to go to right at 80 degrees south, which is where we were planning on going. And here we are in the interior. Hopefully you see the GPS tracking units on our website showing where we're at. I was told that we could only take a boat to Antarctica, not a plane. And we flew on a 757 today to get here. I was told that if we did make it this far, that we wouldn't be able to have any internet. And here we are, utilizing Starlink satellite internet to live stream. I was told that no flat earthers would go. And we got two of the biggest flat earthers, Jaron and Austin, to join us. Once they agreed to go, I was told that anybody who's a big name in flat earth is just a shill and they're not real. And you'd have to get somebody that nobody knows is a flat earther if you really want this to be the real deal. And then we got Lisbeth to join us. And not a lot of people knew about her. She didn't have a big presence like some of the other people do. So anyway, it's just been a year of just being told you can't and you won't. And we're just, coming through and making this happen. I was also told that if we somehow did make it here, that NASA would make fake clouds to cover the sky so that we couldn't see the sun. And as you can see, blue skies, almost not a cloud in the sky. Really cool story. When we got to Union Glacier today, we landed, our plane landed on a blue ice runway, and they loaded us all up into a vehicle and drove us to Union Glacier Camp. And when I got off, they said, "Will, you gotta come meet with David Roots." I knew who he was. He's one of the owners of ALE. We've talked on the phone and emailed, but we've never met in person. So I went to the operations office and met with David to talk about what we were going to be doing out here and what the plan was and what they had set up for us. And he looked at me. One of the first things he said, "Will, we've had terrible weather for 2 months and you guys show up and we have perfect weather. And he said, I think someone's looking out for you. So I completely agree. This has been a journey, and so many people have helped us get here. I am going to forget right now, in the moment, most of the people that helped us get here, but I do want to thank some people individually by name. First and foremost is Joel Montoya. So Joel was the first person that I told about the final experiment, and I took a risk. He saw a sermon that I had online, and he sent me a private message on Facebook, and we started communicating. And by chance, he was actually planning on moving to Colorado, which is where I live, in just the next couple of months. And so I let him know what I was planning, and he was incredibly helpful, just incredibly helpful. Just so everyone knows, he made the music for our first videos, our first 5 videos, first 6 videos actually had a score to them, and he made that music. So we've had people ask us for the name and the artist of the song so they can buy it. And I said, hey, we made that, we created that. We didn't want to have any copyright issues. Next would be Abe Lucky. So our first 5 videos were created by Abe, and he just did an incredible job. So thankful for those videos. I have ideas in my brain, and I don't have the skills to bring them to fruition. And so Abe did such a good job of taking what I was telling him and making it a reality. Next would be Chad Franklin. So he has done our website. He's done just an incredible job. I'm constantly asking him to add things and make changes, and he just does it. So Chad, thank you so much. Let's see here. I had so many people I wanted to thank. Up next, I want to thank the Wolf Pack. So the Wolf Pack has been just an incredible team for me. I was adopted into the Wolf Pack, you might say, when I revealed myself as the creator of the final experiment. The Wolf Pack is mainly people that live in Australia who have a vested interest in this debate of flat Earth versus globe, and just a lot of different people in that group, a lot of great minds, and they do different things in life and have just been so supportive of me and helped me. And anytime I had a need, they came through. So thank you to the Wolf Pack. I want to thank Anthony Powell. Anthony Powell has been just an incredible resource for me. He and I became friends a little over a year ago. And I'm going to talk more about Anthony in a future video, but he is someone that has spent more time in Antarctica than almost anyone alive today. And he's also done a ton of filming and photography in Antarctica, and just helped me so much prepare, figure out where to go, give me advice on how to film and how to deal with the cold and how to change out batteries. And so cannot thank Anthony Powell enough. So many people have just, supported us and promoted what we're doing, and offered assistance to us over the year, which has been great. I don't want to forget about Caleb Garza. Caleb is the one that creates our thumbnails. I wouldn't know how to create a thumbnail if somebody paid me to do it. So I email Caleb and I say, here's what I need, here's what I'm hoping it looks like, and he just makes phenomenal thumbnails for us. So I just looked, and this is by far the largest live stream we've ever done, which is pretty incredible being in Antarctica. We're currently over 2,200 people are watching live, and the comments are kind of going crazy here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Perk. They're going so fast I can't even see them. Perks FTW just talked about a green screen. Definitely not a green screen. Someone asks if we're doing a time lapse, and the answer is yes. So we are, I just counted. We have 10 cameras going right now, and the cameras are doing all kinds of things. So I want to promote real quick Candace Owens. So Candace Owens, when she found out about the final experiment, she was super excited. She had the same excitement that I did about just testing things and getting things done and utilizing the scientific method. And so she actually has talked about the final experiment, and she also sent her director, Mark Herman, who's here with us, who you'll hear from in a little bit, all the way to Antarctica to participate in this. And she's actually live streaming the sun in Antarctica right now. So if you want to, at any point in time over the next 24 hours, if you want to see the sun in Antarctica, head over to her channel on Rumble, and there is a live stream going there. So thank you so much, Candace, for doing this. Yeah, so 10 cameras. We've got cameras that are live streaming. We've got 360-degree cameras that are filming. We've got cameras that are tracking the sun, utilizing variations of equatorial mounts. We've got cameras that are taking pictures of the sunspots. We just have cameras. So it's redundancy, more redundancy than I've ever seen before, which is very, very exciting. I'm going to give everyone that's here with us a chance to speak to you all. I'm sure everyone who's here has, fans and their supporters online here for our live stream, waiting to hear from them. But it's just been an incredible day. After we got set up at camp and kind of had a tour of base camp at Union Glacier and had an orientation on how things work here in Antarctica and where to go for certain things. We had dinner, and after dinner is when they actually took us to where we are now. And by the way, the dinner was phenomenal. You don't know what to expect. And at least I had beef ribs, salmon, and some old-fashioned macaroni and cheese. But there was just more food than you could imagine, which is pretty incredible all the way out here. But I really need to thank ALE, Antarctic Logistics and Expeditions. They are just an incredible company. I've been a business owner. I know how hard it is to run a business, and just my experience with them, they've got to be one of the best run businesses in existence today. Imagine not only having to run a successful business, which any business owner knows is incredibly difficult, but imagine having to run your business in one of the hardest places to be and to live, and one of the harshest environments in the world. So thank you, ALE. They put a ton of thought into the final experiment. When we got here, they explained that there was a big mountain called Mount Rossman, and they said, Will, the sun is going to go behind that mountain. And they said, so we want you guys to go be somewhere else. So they set us up here at an outside camp outside of Union Glacier. We've got a facility here that's heated. We have bathrooms. We have food. We have drinks. It's pretty incredible. And the building has, solar panels on it. And that's where we're at now. There was something that I wasn't willing to take as a risk, which was not being able to live stream and bring this experience to everyone. And so I brought with me Starlink, just so that no matter where we were, we'd be able to get internet. So when we got here, Scott here at ALE helped me put the Starlink unit on the roof of our building. We got everything plugged in, and we're rocking and rolling. So pretty incredible. Let me look at these comments here. Sorry, guys, there's so many comments. It's very, very hard. Okay, so someone's asking, how cold is it there, and how are all of you doing? So none of us knew what to expect, but it's definitely cold, but it's not super cold. I guarantee you it can get way colder than this here, especially in their winter, or even if there was just wind. But right now we have what seems like perfect weather. I only have 2 layers on right now, only 1 pair of gloves, and I feel great. So we brought 5 layers if we needed them, and I just have 2 on. And if anybody follows us on YouTube, we posted a picture as soon as we got here, and a bunch of us actually, had our shirts off. So it's again great weather, and that's why we came in the heart of the southern summer, was to try to have the best weather and the clearest weather so that we could do this experiment and photograph and film the sun. So let's see here. Yeah, okay. So someone just asked if this was pre-recorded. Obviously, I can't interact with these comments if this was pre-recorded. So last but not least, Steve from England. Hey, not sure if you're watching. It'll be 3 a.m. for you right now, but you might catch this when you wake up. So Steve from England, I did an interview with him recently on our channel, and he was thinking that they've manipulated the time zones in Antarctica to make people think that the sun is out at midnight when it really isn't. And so he wanted us to do a live stream at midnight in Ushuaia time, which is a southern city in Argentina. So this is also midnight in Ushuaia right now, Steve. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around. And oops. And there you go, everyone. It's there's the sun in all of its glory right there over the Ellsworth Mountains. So here we go. Keep in mind, you can see everybody's cameras out, but the sun is exactly where the globe predicted it would be. Not only is it midnight here, but you are actually looking due south. So the sun is still up, and it is to the south of us. For those of you who really get into this and you know the difference between midnight when it comes to time and solar midnight, those vary by about 2 to 2.5 hours. And there's going to be another live stream from here at solar midnight around 2 a.m. So in a couple of hours on MC Tune Live. And so for those of you that want to see what the sun looks like at solar midnight, you can do that as well. But anyway, everybody wants to hear from the other participants. So we're going to have each participant come and address everyone. We're now over 2,700 people live, which is pretty incredible. And just kind of say hi to you, and maybe see your questions, and just kind of let you know how they're doing and how this experience has been for them. So who wants to go first? Otherwise, should I just pick somebody? All right, Mark. So we're going to start with Mark Herman, Candace Owens director. Say hi to Mark.
I'm not going first just because I want to take a nap. Okay. I'm Mark Herman. I'm Candace Owens director. I'm very, very thankful to be here. It still says I'm Will Duffy, but that's okay. Very thankful to be here. This is an incredible place, and these are all incredible people. Who would have thought that two groups of four people who are so opposed in belief and ideology to the point where there's ridicule and there's shame, there's all kinds of horrible things, but when they come together, especially in this environment, I've seen so much camaraderie and teamwork between people, and I think that's a huge thing that has really moved me, and I'm very thankful to be a part of it. And so, Will, thank you so much for this opportunity. Candace, thank you for letting me go here. And check out our live stream of the sun on Rumble, and I believe a member of each side will be on Candace's show in the coming weeks after this to discuss it. So
awesome. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Will.
Cool. Yeah, it's been really great having Mark here. So he's a world traveler. He actually had to go from the US to London first, and then had a very quick turnaround in about a half a day, and then all the way from London south to Antarctica. So thanks, Mark, for being here. Who is up next? All right, so we've got Critical Think. check out his YouTube channel, Critical Think. He is here from Australia, and we're super, super excited to have him. And he's actually doing an experiment of his own, which he's going to tell you about right now.
Oh, sun's bright. What's that thin bright object in the sky there? But, yeah, I'm Critical Think, and I'm from down under. And I flew across the Southern Pacific on a flight QF27, and that has all kinds of problems. We were told it didn't fly, etc., etc. But anyway, I'm here. I'm in Antarctica, and I've got a couple of experiments running now. Where's Wally? He's one of the wolf pack. He was in the original 24, and he's couldn't come along. He would have loved to have come along, but he couldn't come along. But he did send an experiment. So I've got that experiment running now for him. It's a time lapse of a sundial that will record the shadow, hopefully for 24 hours, and also the length of the shadow. Do we want to have a look at that, or is
Probably a little too hard for now.
Yeah. Okay. So the other thing is, and my experiment that I've brought with me is the weight change versus latitude experiment. Now, this is a historic moment because this will be the first time that we have had someone come to Antarctica. This is what that I know of that has made a prediction of what a mass will weigh and come to Antarctica and test it out. Now, there's only been one other occasion where they sent a set of scales to Antarctica, and that was the GNOME experiment, but that was not a formal experiment. That was just a marketing exercise. So we've done that experiment. Well, we're going to do it. Are we going to do it live now?
You want to?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
So we'll do it live. I got the scales set up. I've made a prediction. I've made several predictions along the way. They've all come true very close. Today, the prediction is 1,003 grams and 80.80. And that is 3.8 grams heavier than when I started out in Brisbane. And that's what the globe predicts. So we'll go and measure.
Let's do it. All right, we're going to head in here real quick. So this is the building that we have set up for us by ALE to hang out in while we're filming the sun. So we'll go ahead and come in here and partake in this experiment.
So what I have here is, this is my primary scale, which is the one that is most accurate. So, oops, I've leveled the scale here already, and it's pretty hard to find something very level here, but there we go. It's level, and we weigh our 1 kilogram mass. Now you have to stand very still because it will make waves. You can see that it's moving. So, but we got 75 or 76. That is so close to what the prediction is.
Awesome.
So there you go.
Thank you so much. All right. Glasses back on to be outside. Okay. All right, we just hit 3,100 watching live, which is super exciting. So glad everyone is here. Okay, who's up next? All right, we've got a fan favorite, Mr. Dave McKeegan, all the way here from England. It's been so fun hanging out with Dave, and I'll let him tell you how he's been enjoying it and what he's up to here.
I can't even see the screen here. I'm just seeing a reflection of myself. So I'm going to trust that everyone is there and watching. And the first thing I'm going to say is, Will, just thank you so much, sir, for this incredible opportunity, because never in a million years did I think that I would ever come to a place like this. And the whole experience has just been unbelievable. It's been stressful enough for me, only having to deal with my bits and pieces, and you are probably the calmest person I've ever met. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and I think everyone would probably say the same thing.
Absolutely.
To everyone else watching, where are we here? A lot of people saying, "Hey, Dave." Probably people complaining that, yes, there we are. Where is it? Somebody was just asking, yes, John Hudson. No, people are crying. Everyone wants to know where Rusty is. Rusty sends his apologies. He wouldn't fit in the suitcase. So I am here on his behalf. Yeah, this has been an amazing trip. The weather has been perfect on the flight in. We've been keeping busy when we were in Chile. The trip in, the flight, the scenery was unbelievable. ALE have been beyond incredible with what they've done. They have basically literally moved heaven and earth to set us up here. We have cameras galore. I have a 360 camera that is recording a full 360-degree view time lapse. I have a camera set up on a tracking mount, which is currently tracking the sun with a solar filter on, and that should hopefully go for the full 24 hours as well. And I just want to say to everyone else as well who's come along for the trip, I was beyond fortunate for the fact that Will has paid for me to get out here, but there are a lot of people who've funded their own way to be here as well with us, and it's just made the whole experience all the more better. And for everyone watching, I really apologize. The sun is so blinding, I can't look at the comments. I'm sure there will be lots of support. I will be sure there will people who probably hate me as well. So yeah, but awesome. Yes, thank you everyone for the support.
All right. Who is up next? All right. We will hand things over to MC Toon, who's been awesome out here. He's been actually doing a lot of experiments, keeping a journal, and I know we're excited to share all the results of these different experiments, but I'll turn it over to him.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, we have 16, we have 17 now experiments we've journaled all of them. And as we do them, we document them in the journal, paper journal, because out here, it's difficult to do things digitally. It's difficult to see screens, as Dave already mentioned. But we can do it on paper, and I will be sure taking pictures of each of the pages as we go. So just in case it gets lost or damaged or something, we have a copy digitally at least, but do it in a more controlled environment, like in a tent or something. So it is incredible here. So surreal to see. We were inside and we're like, oh yeah, it's time to go, because it's 11:45 at night. It's daytime. It's totally daytime here. It's just incredible. The camp here is something, because for a place that a group of people says nobody can go to, there's like 70 staff just sitting around chilling, eating a meal together. It's nothing for them. They're like, you would think that people can't go. Well, obviously we're here. So that's amazing. I don't know. I'm going to do a live stream later. I'll have more to say then. So that's going to be at 2:00 local time here, because local solar midnight is at 2:30. So as the sun crosses that kind of what I think is the critical part, the lowest point in the sky, and we can do a reverse Eratosthenes measurement of the radius of the Earth. We're going to do that, where normally you're looking toward the equator. We're going to be looking away from the equator to measure the radius of the Earth during the live stream. So there we go. Will, thank you very much. It's been great. And especially to everybody that supported me, Will included, but there's over 500 people that helped contribute to me being able to go. So thank you very much, everybody. So, all right, thanks, Will.
Thank you. All right. Well, that is, so we're up to 3,600 watching live. Thanks everybody for staying up. So that's all the Globers. So we'll now turn it over to the Flat Earthers. Who would like to go first? Lise? Jaron? All right. So obviously you all know Jaron Campanella of Jaronism, one of the most popular Flat Earth YouTube
Not
channels.
for long. All right, guys. Sometimes you are wrong in life, and I thought that there was no 24-hour sun. In fact, I was pretty sure of it. But I respect Will Duffy for being a stand-up guy, at least in the way that he kept saying it was true. I kept saying it wasn't. He said, "You want to go? I'll take you," and brought me here. And it's a fact. The sun does circle you in the south. So what does that mean? You guys are gonna have to figure that out yourself. Don't listen to my beliefs or my opinion. It shouldn't matter to you. But at least you should be able to accept that the sun does exactly what these guys said as far as circles the southern continent. So that's about it. I realize that I'll be called a shill for just saying that. And you know what? If you're a shill for being honest, so be it. I honestly believe there was no 24-hour sun. I honestly now believe there is. That's it. If you want to call me a shill, so be it. I'll live to see another day, and at least I know that I got to see it. And I just want to say thanks to Will through everything. You've been at least kind to me, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate the trip. If you guys want to, my whole master plan worked for getting a free trip out here, and to. But no, it's amazing. I can't even tell you. Flying in was the best thing I've ever seen. So looking around, best thing I've ever seen. So how could I give him a hard time for bringing me down here? $35,000 trip. It's been incredible. It will continue to be incredible. We've got some tracking mounts swinging around, seeing the sun. What does it mean? You have to figure it out. To me, it means that the AE map no longer works. But that doesn't mean that I'm right. It means that it could work. You'll have to figure out how, because I've tried and I struggle with it. The other thing is a 24-hour moon. If that happens, you got another thing we got to worry about. So it seems like the moon does circle here as well. So you start thinking about that as well. It doesn't mean that AE map is over, flat Earth is over. Maybe somebody's got the answer. I don't have that answer right now. So just want to say thanks again. Appreciate it.
Thanks, bro.
Yep.
So Jaron has been so amazing to have with us. He is so fun in person. So I'm really glad we had the opportunity to be together on this trip. So, all right, who's up? Lise. All right, Lisbeth is up next. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Lise. It is really bright standing right here directly. But we're here in Antarctica. Like Will said, we are in an off-site camp of Union Glacier. They have been heavily accommodating, even from the point that we were in Punta Arenas. Shout out to all of our liaisons that were there, helping us out through everything, being able to answer questions. I am the only Spanish speaker on the trip, so it's been a pleasure actually being able to translate for everybody and having those lost in translation moments. And I think aside from just like the beautiful views, like this is absolutely breathtaking. Like it really is. There's nothing else like it. If there was ever any doubt, not that I ever have, but if there was any doubt about a creator, I mean, this would put it to rest. There's no way that we're not in a created place. I don't care what anybody says, say it in the comments. I won't read them anyway. But yeah, no, thanks to Will, obviously, as you guys know, I'm the golden ticket winner. It was a bumpy ride in the beginning, but he really pulled through. And between all of this, I've been able to grow a beautiful friendship with Austin and with Jaron. And, even with the globe side, like it's been awesome. Dave's been teaching me more about the optics and the camera, critical things been really cool. Even Toon, and him and I, as you know, had some beef, but, we were able to put it to rest because I think what matters the most is putting our egos aside. I've seen a lot of vitriol, a lot of crashing out on both sides. And it's just like, are we here for truth or are we here to hold on to a narrative and to ego? Now, with all that being said, that's not saying like a 24-hour sun proves a globe model. There's still definitely things that, are in question, like the lack of sphericity of the earth and so many other things. But hey, we're here, we're working together. And I think the most important part is just this human experience all together. So I give a big shout out to just like everybody here. The guys have been super awesome. And yeah, shout out to AL Lee and, shout out to God's creation for allowing us to be here and experience this. Love you all.
Awesome. So yeah, Lisa's been great. She's right. We're really bonding out here. There's just magic when you get people together in person, face to face, get to, really have meaningful conversations, look each other in the eyes. It's just great. So we just hit over 4,000 people watching live. And with that, I'll turn it over to Austin Whitsitt, who you all know runs the channel Whitsitt Gets It.
What's up? So I'm actually, they're holding guns on the other side of this camera. This is all a stage. No, yeah, so I mean, I was one of the people that said I definitely didn't think that there was a 24-hour sun. We obviously haven't actually seen the sun for 24 hours, but it is doing what they said it would do very clearly. And it is still dancing around high in the sky. So obviously we're documenting it. But yeah, you know, I said what I feel about this the whole time. Truth doesn't fear investigation. I think that we're truly trying to figure out the truth. Obviously, some people think that what we were told is the truth. I don't think that, but I do think that people need to be honest and humble and be like, whoa, you know, we were wrong. If something doesn't just pop out of the blue and all of a sudden the sun sets or something, when we claim that there was no sun or 24-hour sun. So yeah, and I know a lot of people want to know what my take is in terms of how does it work and stuff. And I will, like a quick teaser, I've seen a physical demonstration that could show this working, but I do think that some of the data we're going to have from this trip may help to clarify if that is actually what's happening. But anyway, long story short, they kind of covered the trip. It's like incredible and beautiful. And when you fly into here, it's just like words can't even describe it, man. It is crazy, crazy beautiful. Obviously this, you know, for people to say that we can't go here and all these people are working here, we obviously never actually claimed that people couldn't go here. We just say you can't freely and privately explore it. But I will say this, when we flow over it, I'd be like, you probably don't want to really do that, you know? So it looks extremely dangerous. It's beautiful, but scary at the same time. And so, you know, they say, look, if you want to go somewhere, we got to survey it and make sure you're not going to fall in and die. And I get it. So yeah, obviously we did know you could go to approved places, but more so the point of this trip is to see if there's a 24-hour sun. There clearly is. I won't go on like a big rant about what I think that means. I don't think it falsifies plain Earth. I don't think it proves a globe. I think it's a singular data point. I will make one more comment kind of as to like the meta here. I do think that we have some strong personalities that get really intense on the camera. And it has been interesting to kind of be all around each other. I think it's been relatively chill. You know, I think it's been pretty cool. I think it's a testament to the idea that we're all just humans, and whether you know it or not, there was a creator and he made you and all of us. And so that's like this basic level that we should all understand. And when there's not all this hoorah on the internet, that kind of becomes pretty self-evident in person. I think that's cool. So yeah, I think the trip's very cool. I'm appreciative to Will. I didn't think it would really happen, so I kind of just sat back and waited. And here we are. Jaron says it's still getting canceled. So who knows? Maybe it does. But yeah, sure enough, the sun is dancing up in the sky. And they followed through with their word. We are in Antarctica. I can assure you, we tracked it with multiple compasses the entire way we were going south or just off of south for 4 consecutive hours from Punta Arenas. I can guarantee you that's where we were as well. So yeah, sure enough, we're here. The sun is doing that in the sky. So we'd have to go back to the drawing board to try to address the preponderance of evidence. But I'll stop there. I do appreciate the opportunity. This is beautiful. I probably would have never come taking the risk of if we would see it or not. And yeah, it's something I'll remember forever. So there's that. And one more thing I'll say, everyone should just try and be nice to each other. Okay. Because I'm not even going to read the comments, because I was reading the chat earlier and people talking reckless. So, and that's on both sides. I think everyone should just chill, be like, well, this is pretty like legendary stuff. Like no one's ever actually done this. We have multiple cameras. We have cameras documenting the camera. We have everything you could imagine. This has never been done. We're getting the sunspots. We're getting every different angle you can imagine. It's truly amazing. It's very cool. We're doing a lot of firsts. So yeah, I think we should just kind of all acknowledge that. And then, you know, shout out to Will for making it happen, because it's pretty cool that he actually pulled it off. So thank you.
All right. So you got to hear from everybody, which is great. That's what I was hoping for. Speaking of sunspots, this is important. We have a link on our website, which is thefinalexperiment.com with dashes, the-final-experiment.com. We have a link right on the homepage called observations. When you click that, you'll be able to put in your information and submit pictures of the sun that you've taken wherever you are in this world. So we are trying to collect as many pictures of sunspots as we can to compare to the pictures of the sunspots we are taking here in Antarctica. And if you could do that, that'd be great. Now, I know not everybody does solar photography, but if you do and you're into that kind of thing, please do that. So start now. We're already taking pictures of the sun, and keep that going for the next 3 days or so. We will be leaving sometime on the 18th. So any time between now and the 18th, please go ahead and take pictures of the sun. I'd like to invite Jonathan Morandi to come on. He's been filming everything. He's been working double time because he's got to keep up with everything the Globers are doing, everything the Flat Earthers are doing. And he's also including himself in the filming that he's doing because he is a Flat Earther as well. And it's good to get his perspective on things. So I'm going to go ahead and have someone grab his camera, and he'll go ahead and come on in and talk to everybody. So,
hello from the South Pole. I should take this off. I can hear myself. This is an amazing experience. Thank you, Will. It's been really great to know everybody and meet everyone. Dave, who's been my roommate, CT, or as we call him, Danny DeVito, is just hilarious. Mike Toon, he's a tough personality, but you really learn to love him after a while. Of course, Candace Owens is director. Mark Herman, if it weren't for him and Alex Stein, 1099 primetime, not wanting to take a flight, I don't think I'd be here. And that's just a really amazing opportunity. To the Flat Earth team, you know, I think in this world, people have what I'm starting to discover a lot from this project and so closely talking to everyone. I think we're all in search of truth. I think there's maybe two perspectives. Some people want to witness truth, and it's not enough to have the hearsay, as you could identify certain schools of thought or accredited people. We really just want to get there. We really just want to see things for ourselves. And this has been unbelievable. I wish it would set. I think the magic of a setting sun would make me a lot happier. I'll sleep better. The mountains, you can't see any behind us, but the mountain here is like, I mean, I think we're probably a little further now, but it's 2 miles from our camp, and it looks like you could touch it. Just overall incredible. Jaron and Austin, awesome from the start. They didn't call me a shill, but I think they had some doubts and giving my Facebook accounts to Jaron. He pulled some really great things that I hadn't seen in a long time. And, for 9 years or so being a Flat Earther, I've wanted to come here, and just amazing. So thank you, Will. I appreciate it.
absolutely, brother.
And hey, Stephanie and Baker, I love you guys. I miss you. I'll see you soon.
Jonathan is incredible, you guys. You have no idea how hard it is to do what he does and how hard he's working. He's always got just tons of gear on him, constantly trying to mic people up and take pictures and get videos and just doing his thing, which he's the expert in. So glad to have him here for sure. I just looked at my battery. I'm on my laptop here. The laptop is sitting on 2 buckets, which are turned upside down, a basket, which is turned upside down, and a piece of wood. So we had to have a makeshift podium, if you will, to do the live stream. And so my battery is not going to last too much longer. But I do want to thank everyone for joining and for the support and for following the Final Experiment all this time. And it's just been a wild journey. And when you finally get to the end, to the finish line, it's pretty incredible. I do want to say a couple more things. I want to give a shout out to my kids and my wife. So if you're watching for the kiddos, I just want to thank you for being supportive of me over the last year and letting me spend extra time on this. I know it was difficult, and I promise when I get home, you're going to get your dad back. And I also want to just thank my wife. She has said that being married to me is like living on a speedboat. We're always going 100 miles an hour, and we take very sharp turns and go different directions all the time. So thank you, honey, for that. She always gets to hear about my crazy ideas. Fortunately, I don't follow through on a lot of them. And so, but this one I did. And so it turned out to be something much bigger than I had ever anticipated. But the reality is, this is what we set out to do, and we did it. And so it just makes you feel good. It just makes you feel like, accomplished, that you can do it. So we still have a lot to do out here. We're going to be here in Antarctica for a few days. We did a lot of experiments, as I mentioned, when we were in Punta Arenas, Chile. I think the flat earthers did some experiments as well. They probably have stuff they're going to do here in Antarctica, but this is really a once in a lifetime opportunity to not only enjoy the beauty of this continent, but also to do experiments that you can only do at these latitudes and this far south. So anyway, we're working hard. I know everybody's probably dying to hear what they are and to have us feed you more content, but realize we're going. We're going from morning all the way through the end of the day. We're just always moving and shaking and doing things, and we're trying to make sure that we save our work and back it up, and it's just a lot. And so we try to eat in the middle of doing all that, so it will all come out eventually. We'll have a lot of videos, but we've got to take advantage of the time that we're out here. So the stuff that we're recording and documenting, we hope will be a resource for everyone indefinitely. That's really why we're here. So it's pretty exciting. I do want to say a couple of things before signing off. Number one, Critical Think is going to be doing a live stream on his channel here shortly, probably in about 12 minutes. And then about an hour or so after that, MC Toon is going to go live on his channel. So you'll definitely want to check those out. And I'm just going to sign off and say this. I called this the final experiment. It was a name that just came to me, and I thought it was catchy, and I thought it would work, and I still like it. So I do want to say I agree with Jaron that this midnight sun that we just showed everybody that we're all standing in right now does falsify the AE map for sure. Please consider that Alexander Gleason, okay, his map, the map that I've seen on people's shirts, that I've seen in videos, that I see on the walls in the back on people's houses, the guy that made that map in the lower right corner, he stated very clearly that there is no 24-hour sun. He actually said there was no sunlight at all once you reached 80 degrees south, which is where we're coming to you from right now. So I definitely think that the final experiment so far has falsified the AE map. And you know what? It's a good thing. We're moving forward. We're learning. We're progressing. And we're seeking truth. Hanging out with this incredible group of people has shown me that we all have something in common, which is we desire truth more than popularity. And that's what this takes. We've got to be honest with ourselves. We've got to be honest with others. If not, what's the point and what are we doing here? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Again, thank you all for all of the support. And
can you just take the laptop and give it a good
yeah,
because people think it's a green screen. Or
okay. All right. So can someone grab this battery? Just do a slow all the way around. All right. We're going to. Okay. We're just going to do one more spin here, nice and slow, so you can see the backdrop, the incredible mountains, and all of our camera gear. There's the sun. Critical Think there.
Hey, this is the sun.
And then there's where we're staying tonight. And then you can see that there's Dave McKeegan all the way back there doing his thing. So, all right. So almost 4,200 people. So encouraging, so exciting. Glad we were able to share this moment and share this experience with you all. Again, can't thank everyone enough for all that you guys did and just watching the videos, asking the questions, offering up ideas. So anyway, with that, I'm going to sign off. Thanks, everyone. Much love. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Will. That was